Stephanie! Stephanie!
Joey!
Hi. Oh, my God, how you doing? How you doing? Thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks for calling. The ranch must agree with you. Look at you. You got some colored cheeks.
That's Dad's chili. Oh, it's so hot, it tanned you from the inside out. Listen, I hope it wasn't too much trouble come picking you up, was it?
No. As long as you haven't,
what?
Well, I'm not gonna accidentally run into Kevin here now, am I?
No, no way.
You're sure about that, Joey?
Yeah, I swear, I just wanted to talk to you.
Okay.
Well, let's go then? Oh, God, am I dumb?
Well, what's the matter?
I just the wrong piece of luggage. I'll just stay right here. I'll be back.
You're sure you're not gonna go get Kevin?
Hey, well, I gotta go, man. I'll check you later. And look, don't spend all that money in one place. Unless it's a good place.
Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Hi, Cord.
Jason?
Tina just called. Said she was still at the pediatrician's with CJ. So I'm gonna head out to the airport to pick up Joey.
Oh, great, thanks. Say hi to Joey. Tell him I'll see him tonight.
Okay, see you later.
Yeah. I got a split, too. So it must be a strange feeling, huh?
What?
Coming by all that cash, honestly.
Yeah, may I please speak to LeeAnn Demers, please? Just tell me if she's there, okay? Listen, this is the third time I've been calling.
More like the seventh.
Okay, do you have any idea where she is?
I'm no spy. I don't keep tabs on my boarders once they set foot out of my house.
Okay, fine. Do you know if she got any of my messages?
I stuck them on the bulletin board. They're not there now. Draw your own conclusion.
Okay, well, listen, the minute LeeAnn walks in, would you please tell her to call me? It's important.
I'll tell her.
Thank you. Do you think anyone in this town would know where LeeAnn is?
Someone might, and LeeAnn might not want them to tell.
Oh, so now you're saying that, she's avoiding me?
Well, between you and Asa, she hasn't had an easy time of it.
Ace is a lot of things, but easy? He ain't.
So what's it going to be, honey? Leave Max in Landview, $25,000 richer, or stay here and go to jail?
Oh, now I've heard one.
One what?
Oh, one of Asa Buchanan's famous trademark bluffs.
It's not a bluff, LeeAnn. When I do what I say, it's just a phone call to the police.
Oh, well, are you going to call their regular number, or is this urgent enough to call 911?
I'll tell you what, honey. Why don't you just watch and count how many buttons I push?
This time, here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one night to live.
The two courses I'm most interested in meet at the same times, Tuesday and Thursday mornings.
Well, aren't there any other sections?
No, I've already checked.
Well, why don't you take one this semester and then the other the next?
Maybe.
Rika?
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be packing.
Oh, Sheila, this is Allison Blake. She was in my dorm at Harvard.
Hi.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah,
my sister Sheila.
Oh, hi. Oh, Rika, did you decide to take that tutorial in ethics?
I don't think so. I've got sort of a conflict.
Oh, we'll try to get into it. It'd be so much fun to take it together.
Well, my plans are sort of up in the air right now.
Okay, well, Maybe I'll see you at registration then?
Maybe.
Well, it was very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. You know her from Harvard?
Yeah. We suffered through freshman week together. We were the only two Lambview women at Harvard. You don't forget something like that.
You didn't tell her you weren't coming back.
She'll manage without me. She and Harvard both.
Look, maybe we can look at this again.
Sheila, please.
Rika, there has to be some way.
Look, it was my fault. I blew it.
But it stands to reason that if you're good enough to get one scholarship, then you should be able to get one to replace it.
I really don't want to talk about this.
Rika, you can't give up on your dreams.
Lots of people don't go to Harvard, and they seem to do okay.
But you wanted this.
Well, you know how the song goes, the old Rolling Stones songs? You can't always get what you want.
Rika, come on.
Look, I didn't know what time it was. I have to go.
Thanks for the lunch.
You know, giving up is not the answer.
Don't. You're only making it harder.
Love you.
Hi, Megan.
Hey there, how you doing?
Hey. You know, I don't blame LeeAnn if she wanted to avoid me. But, you know, she's really changed as well.
What about you?
What about me?
Well, you've said that she changed. Have you been treating her differently? Look, maybe the two of you have been misreading each other.
Hell if I know, you know?
Jake and I did that a lot.
Really?
Sure. For a long time, we didn't even know we loved each other.
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
Oh, well, it's kind of hard to explain. I was apprehensive. I haven't had the best luck when it comes to men.
Ouch. I mean, you and I are friends,
Oh, yeah.
aren't we?
Yeah, but you were the exception. Didn't work out that way with most of the others. You know, I think that feelings can get very intense sometimes. We don't want to admit that they exist. We don't even want them to exist at all. I think in Jake's case, he was just afraid of falling in love. You know, he was living on his own for most of his life and didn't want to face the changes that being in love entailed. Does any of this make any sense?
Some.
Yeah, all right. Well, look, people are afraid of change, and love changes things.
No, but come on, not that much.
Oh, it certainly does. I didn't think that I would ever wait for a man's call. What do you think I've been doing all day? Waiting for Jake. Jake's overseas phone call. I left messages all over Lambview as to where I would be at every moment today. I mean, I know it was silly. He even told me in his last phone call that, you know, he wouldn't be in touch for at least a couple of days.
Yeah, but at least you leave messages.
Of course, just in case. Never know how important one phone call can be.
Well, it depends who calls, right?
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I'm sure if he calls, he'll know that I'm here with you, and then I'm gonna have tea with Tina. Speaking of which, where is she? Late as usual. Why doesn't that surprise me? Look, Max, you know, I think part of your problem is that you haven't recovered from the scars that Gabrielle left.
Am I that obvious?
Hey.
Oh, you found your bag.
Yeah. Look, I'm afraid we're gonna have a lot of trouble getting together, you know, after we're in town. Yeah, I know. That's why I called you here.
Yeah, well, you asked me to pick you up because you wanted to see me about something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something to do with Kevin?
Well, I want to know how things are between you two. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's my fault that you broke up.
No, you're not responsible in any way.
I keep thinking that if I didn't do what I did at the hospital.
No. I mean, what went wrong between us was, well, it was about us. We weren't able to get along. We weren't even able to talk. I mean, today, for the first time in a long time, we were talking.
You saw him today?
Yeah, we ran into each other earlier. He was saying hello to some old high school friends.
And it was okay?
Actually, it was. That's why I was relieved when you didn't try to bring us back accidentally together. You know, he would have thought that I was part of it, and he'd resent it, and I would too, and it'd just go all haywire.
Well, I personally think my brother's the first-class jerk.
You know, I just wish that he'd change his mind, stay in Lambview.
Yeah, I know. You and me both. You know, I was thinking maybe if you guys, you know, work things out, then he'd give up this going west number.
Think so?
Well, I know if I was him, I would...
What's the matter?
I want to let you know, Joey, that if you're up to your old tricks, I don't like it.
Police headquarters, I'd like to talk to...
Asa?
Just a second, please. Yes?
Look, if you turn me in, you're going to have to turn in Kevin, too.
I'm sorry I have to call you back. There's a mosquito bothering me. Go on.
Look, I don't want to tell on Kevin, but if they arrest me, they're going to have to arrest him.
Tell what? He was stuck in a van that you and Jason stole.
He wasn't stuck, Asa. He was driving it. Look, I mean, does it mean this much to you? Is that important to you that you get your own grandson in trouble?
Yes. If it gets Max out of his trouble. It's not gonna be too hard for Kevin. Judge will give him a lecture, some community service. Probably do the kid some good. But you, honey, the judge is not gonna be so easy on you.
You're a sweet man, you know that?
You don't fool me, LeeAnn. Your mother damn near destroyed my wife. Every minute I see you as her daughter.
Oh, so since she's out of your reach, you're going to punish me?
I'm just protecting my family.
Oh, well, as long as you see it that way, you can just do anything with a clear conscience.
Now you understand me. Yes, I wonder if I could speak to Captain Rafe Garrison, Ace of Buchanan call him. Thank you. Rafe, you know I don't like butting into things, but I gotta talk something.
Asa, listen to me, please.
Oh, honey, we got a dozen phones.
No,
in this
Asa,
house.
wait, just listen. Look, I believe you when you say you love Max. Why can't you just believe that I love him too?
Whether you love him or not is no concern of mine. Every time I see you, I just think of your mother.
And that's it? That's as far as it goes?
That is sufficient.
Okay, so you go to church.
Not that there's any of your business, yes.
Well, do you ever listen to the sermons? I mean, can't you think about charity and compassion?
They also say that charity begins at home. I'm looking out for my family. You're bad news. That's the long and short of it, LeeAnn. Max has got a great future here. I will not let you stand in the way, and stop chasing after him.
Well, you want to talk about chasing? What was Max doing when he came following me to Sweetwater?
Oh, come on, honey. You're not half bad looking. Any man with functioning eyes would have a strong urge for you. That's all Max had, an urge. And I'm not pointing a finger at him, because I'm not beyond that. Hell, if I were younger and dumber, I'd have made a pass at you. I used to chase girls like you in the old days.
So according to you, all that Max feels for me, it's just sex.
That's all.
Has Max ever told you how he feels about me?
Oh, LeeAnn, what can a man say? Most of them embarrassed by the fact that their hormones override their brains. So they lie about their feelings. Max can't even admit to himself what he feels about you. So how could he fess up to me?
So you know how he feels better than he does?
I know what his feelings mean. I don't care what kind of poetry he spouts to you when the lights are low. But when those lights pop up, he'll realize that you don't fit in the life he lives and never will.
How can you be so sure he likes that life?
You look tired.
You think I'm beaten, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, I'm not.
Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. That means I gotta use some more of my ammo.
I'm surprised you have any left.
Oh, I do. Max ever ask you to marry him, LeeAnn?
I've made honest money before.
Oh, no kidding. See, that surprises me.
Yeah, I had a lemonade stand when I was a kid. It made almost as much money as I'm making here.
Life is so unfair.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Well, the more money you make, the fairer it gets.
Oh, I see. And your way of evening out the odds is by stealing.
I don't steal.
Oh, that's right. You don't lie either. I guess your problem is that you're misunderstood.
No, my problem is you. You run a big mouth how taking money is wrong, see, but you don't have a problem taking my money.
You owe me $100. You said so yourself.
You want it all now? So I don't blow it?
No. No, I think you work too hard for this money. I don't think you have any intention of blowing it anywhere.
Yeah, and what do you know about working hard?
Man, I work for a living. I got a wife and 2 kids to support.
No, you belong to a rich family. I got an aunt that slings hash.
I don't take any money from my family.
Yeah, your family was really hurt when you wanted a job snapping photos. And I don't reckon anybody asked you for a resume.
I don't have to justify anything in my life to you.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Oh, but
Listen,
now
I've made some mistakes.
Oh, but now you gained from your experience, right? And I'm going to be the one to benefit from it, whether I want to or not. Thanks for the sermon, preacher. Here's a little something for your collection plate.
Well, hello, Kevin. Well, hello, Joey. How you feeling, Joey? I'm feeling fine, Kevin. Can't remember all that. How about a simple hello would suffice?
I'm not feeling like one. This is one of your little setups, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
Are you in on this?
I'm not even going to answer that.
I didn't set up this meeting.
Yeah? Well, then why are we all here?
I don't know. First, tell me why you're here. I didn't tell you I was coming home. I didn't tell you what flight I was on, did I?
Well, you see, Tina called and asked me from the pediatrician's office to come and pick you up here.
Well, this is a great welcome home, Kev. Thanks a lot. Let's go, Steph.
Oh, not so fast. You set it up.
What?
Knock it off, Kevin.
Yeah, why didn't you tell me that you were going to come meet Joey when I ran into you at the school?
I don't have to answer any of your questions.
She's right. She doesn't have to answer. Just the same, I will.
Okay, Einstein, why didn't she tell me?
Because I asked her to do me just a little favor and not tell anybody. That's why.
Yeah.
Get the picture? Or do I have to ask the airline people to spell it out on their bulletin board?
What's the matter with you anyway? Why are you so ticked?
Well, I'm still not quite sure what's going on here.
Too thick in the head.
You know, this is a real nice welcome home for your brother. Aren't you happy to see him?
Well, I would have been.
Oh, if you hadn't seen me, right?
I didn't say that.
Oh, come on, Kevin. I get the message loud and clear. You don't want to see me.
I didn't say that either.
I don't care about me, but you can be a little bit decent to your little brother. I've had it with you.
It was so sweet of you to come by to be with me. I hope I didn't take you away from anything urgent.
If it were, I wouldn't be here, believe me. But I think I've earned an extended coffee break. For the past 10 days, there has been one night someone hasn't called to wake me up with one problem or another.
And I'll bet you'll go right back to the office and work till midnight again.
Well, maybe only till about 11:30.
Do you wish sometimes you were a lawyer again instead of being the police commissioner?
You know, I liked being an attorney, but I'm proud of this job. You know, sometimes, well, not every day, but more often than not, I get to see the difference I make.
That's what I was hoping Rika would feel. That same, you know, kind of pride.
Well, you talk like it's all over for her.
She's very discouraged. I mean, to work so hard, to come so far. I know it's too late, but, you know, I just wish there was something we could do.
Let's get the check.
Get the check?
Yeah. We're gonna have a lot of work to do. Check, please. First, we had to hit the public library, look in the American Directory for Charitable Organizations. Then we look in the index for scholarship funds, make some notes on phone numbers and fax machines. That is, if you wouldn't mind my helping now.
Can I tell you something?
What? Would you mind repeating that, please, eh?
With pleasure.
Thank you. Must be really hard for you with Jake so far away, huh?
Well, we've set a goal for ourselves, and as long as I hang on to that, then I'm okay. I've been so scatterbrained lately. I mean, I suppose that's to be expected. I've been feeling kind of rotten.
I was so sure you were pregnant.
I know. I was hoping for that, too. Having a baby would make it a lot easier for me to feel so rotten.
Hi, guys.
Hey, take care, ladies, huh?
Well, I guess you and Jake can start a new family when he gets back, huh?
Well, it would be hard to a little bit before then.
But I'm bummed. You know, I wish I could start on something purposeful in my life. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love courting the kids. I just feel like it isn't enough.
Well, what if someone came up with an idea that would completely change your life?
What do you mean, what if? I mean, are you giving like a hypothetical what if, or are you giving a what if that has some substance behind it? What are you talking about?
I don't know. I have to make a few phone calls. Do you have time to come to the house with me?
Waiter?
Check, please.
I'm free.
Wait, Stephanie. Don't you have to get your luggage or something?
No, I already got it. But I know what you're saying. Get lost, kid, right?
No, that's not
Listen,
what I...
no problem, big brother. No problem at all. Get right home. Uncle Carlos' car brought me. That's right. Well, I'm just gonna go call a taxi.
Joey.
Could you stay here, work things out between the two of you?
Look, if you just wait a couple of minutes...
Thanks. But just the same, no.
Well, I'm not anxious to stay here with you either.
Will you just let me apologize?
Starting how far back?
Look, I'm sorry that I flipped out when I came in and saw you and Joey standing here, okay?
That's it?
Look, he has pulled this number on us before, right?
But he didn't this time.
You know that whenever the three of us get together, it's trouble.
Oh, so now me, along with Joey, we're trouble.
I didn't say that.
No, you lumped Joey and me together with trouble.
Look, you are not the trouble. And Joey's not either. It's the whole situation.
You made the situation. You came storming in here.
I didn't come storming in anywhere. I just came to pick up Joey.
Oh, and you did a great job of that. I mean, he's taking a taxi.
Look, if you'll
now.
just shut up and let me apologize to you.
Young man.
What?
Don't you dare talk to your girlfriend like that. Who are you? She's a sweet little thing. And you're gonna make her cry. You bully. I'm leaving now.
LeeAnn, I said, did Max ever ask you to marry him? Or is that too hard a question for you to answer?
No. No, he's never even said that he loved me. Not ever.
Truth hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes, it hurts. Does that make you happy?
No, it don't make me happy. I don't like to see people hurt.
God, you know what? I'll never understand you.
Well, I think people try to understand too much. Everybody trying to figure everybody out. You win, you win. You don't think about the reason. You just go on.
Well, how do you handle losing?
You just drop it. Forget it. Don't waste your time thinking about past failures or past successes. You just go straight forward in life, like you have to do. Now, you listen to me, honey? Because I'm thinking of you right now.
What?
I know what to do right by people. And I know what to do right for you. Honey, you have been dealt a very bad hand in life. Now, you take this $25,000 and start a new one. All you do is you take this check to a Miss Lavash at my bank, and he'll cash it for you. I have an appointment right now, so I'm gonna have to go. You can stay here a while and think it over. Goodbye, LeeAnn.
How you doing? I'm sorry I'm so late. I was with Megan. You're never gonna guess what... Oh, what's all that money there?
Oh, that's the $100 Jason owed me.
Oh, good. So that's settled then.
Not for me, it's not, no.
Why are you so upset?
I'm sorry, honey. Look, you want something to drink? It's cold.
No, thank you. What? Come on, Cord, you're not answering my question.
No, Jason, I guess he just got under my skin, that's all.
Well, I understand that. I feel sorry for Wando, too. I mean, he's liable to be causing her a lot of pain.
Says he's leaving town.
Well, that'll help then.
It's not gonna help him any, Tina.
Him?
No. Come on. I mean, the guy is at a very critical point in his life right now. I mean, he's gonna leave Lambview, then he's not gonna have anybody, Tina. I mean, come on. In spite of what he says, he's still just a kid.
So, why does this matter so much to you?
I don't know. Maybe he reminds me of somebody, that's all.
Somebody?
Me. He reminds me of me. I mean, all the stuff that he's been saying to me, I mean, it's almost exactly what I used to say when I was his age.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I had the same chip on my shoulder. I felt that the world owed me a living. I hung with the wrong crowd. I was always getting into trouble. Broke a couple of bones trying to show off at the rodeo. My life was going down the proverbial drain. I just got lucky, that's all.
You grew out of it.
No, with some help, I grew out of it. I mean, if I didn't get the kind of help that I needed, I never would have lived long enough to grow out of anything. My pa, he bought me my first camera, is what he did.
Did you ask him to buy you a camera?
No. No, I didn't even know that I wanted a camera until he gave me one. That's how it started. I would take pictures. I mean, it was as innocent as that. I would take pictures of some of these jerks I used to hang around with, some of these dumps that we used to hang out in. And it wasn't until I actually saw it right there in front of me in black and white that I realized that maybe there was something wrong with this world that I had created for myself. It was right there that I decided to take control of my life and started to make some changes.
I think I know what we should do with that $100.
We have to get something straight, Missy.
What?
When you don't return people's calls, they accuse me of not giving you your messages, and I'm getting real tired of it. Why don't you call that man back? That Max fella.
Look, you're not gonna have to worry about me and any phone calls, right? Because I'm moving out.
When?
Look, either today or tomorrow. If you don't mind, please.
Miss LeeAnn Demarest, my name is Max Buchanan.
Jason? Hi. I didn't see you at the restaurant for dinner, so I figured you were working late, so I brought you something to eat.
No, I'm not working late. I just stopped by to get some of my stuff out of the locker.
Oh, stuff for me to launder, I
No,
suppose.
stuff to get out of town with.
What about your job?
I quit.
Wait a second, how can you possibly...
Can I see what you brought me?
It's a sandwich, a turkey sandwich and an apple and cold
Good.
milk.
Well,
And
thank
honey,
you, because I'm hungry.
have you thought this through?
Look, don't worry, all right? I'm gonna find something better than this anyway. This whole job turned out to be just a big dead end. This whole town is just one big dead end.
I understand your hesitation. Maybe you're mistaking me for another Max Buchanan.
What?
Listen, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to slam the door in my face, thinking that you were letting in the old Max into your room.
What are you talking about?
Terrible fellow, that old Max, that old MB, you know. Selfish, insensitive, arrogant, stubborn. A more disagreeable man I have never met.
Oh, that Max.
Yeah. I'm afraid I have made all the mistakes in the book when it comes to you.
All right, Max, what are you doing here?
I guess I'd like to try again with a new Max. The one that's waiting for you to ask him into your room. I promise you, this Max will not take much of your time.
All right.
Thank you. I hope that didn't hurt too much. You know, when we first met, you and I were great together. We had instant chemistry, instant appreciation of each other, instant friendship. And I've been trying to figure out, you know, what went wrong between us. And I think I figured it out.
What?
Yours truly. You know, I was kind of kidding at the door, but not really. I was telling some truth in there. And I'm hoping real soon to change. And I think I understand what's wrong between us. And
No, you don't have to take all the blame, you know.
hey, I've been pretty obsessed with my career, my life, my ambition. Asa. Yeah, he's pretty larger than life, isn't he? A little too enveloping. You know, right after your mother's death, you and I spent a lot of time together, side by side, but we were on separate tracks that we really never touched each other, did we? I mean, I'm more to blame than you are.
Oh, we touched, Max. And yes, I am referring to the back of the truck.
Yeah, well, there was something in there that wasn't right. And I'm sorry. But you know, it felt beautiful when we were there.
Well, look, don't make too much of it because, you know, it wasn't that big an event in the general course of things, so.
No, I guess you're right, but you know, it was for me.
Max, what do you want from me?
I want us to start on the same track again. Can we?
Do you want to help Jason?
So what are you getting at, Tina? As if I didn't know.
Well, I think it's a good idea.
course you do, Tina. You always think you have good ideas.
Hey, this was not my idea. It was Al's idea, and it worked with you.
So what? So buy him a camera.
Yeah, sure. What do you got to lose?
Besides my $100 again?
Were you worth $100?
I don't know. Maybe you should be the judge of that.
Yes. Yes. I'd say maybe even 200.
Please.
You ever been to Arizona?
No.
You know, I bet there's... Thank you. There's a lot of adventure still out there. You know, and I bet there's an incredible feeling of independence out in that open space. And there's a lot of open space left, too.
Yeah, it looks great in the movies.
You know, I just want to live life out on my own. And my grandfather was on his own when he was my age. And look what happened to him. He turned out rather well. And the same with my father.
Yeah, so it's all freedom and independence with you.
Well, that's not all, but it's a big part of it.
That's so funny.
What?
Well, I wanted that too. My father raised me to want that. But it was different from your way. You said you had those things in your spirit. And it didn't matter where you were.
Well, all I know is I need to get out of Landview.
I don't know, I kind of like it here.
In Landview?
Well, anywhere you go, you have to live with yourself. You might as well do it where you have friends. You know, I really like belonging someplace. Switzerland was nice, and the school was good. My father was a wonderful man. But Switzerland didn't feel like home. I always felt that.
And this does?
Well, you know, not living with Uncle Carlo.
Yeah.
Being in America.
Well, you know, there's a lot to America. And Arizona is America, too. At least the last time I looked.
That's true. Well, there's one more cracker left.
If you want it, you can have it.
Here.
A wee romantic left.
So are you going back to Sweetwater again?
Well, yeah. I mean, I have friends there.
Don't you think we have a lot of things to work out here? I know when we met, I was going through the process of getting a divorce from Gabrielle, and I was pretty bitter about what she did and the works. I guess what I'm trying to say is that when I met you, I was pretty confused about everything.
Well, Max, how was I supposed to know that?
I didn't realize when I first talked to you in the stable and you played with Al how much you would mean to me.
How much I would mean?
How important you would become.
Important? What's the matter with you?
I just don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry.
Well, I know I need time to think.
Well, maybe I can help.
And you can help by leaving.
How about if you help by staying? I'm sorry. That was the old Max talking. I'll go.
Max.
What was that? A goodbye kiss?
I don't know yet.